So Asante Achim sitting parliamentary MP. Abusuya nansen week mu ye ba eba be drop e de mam say FBI USA FBI for akwa arrest no ewo Netherlands airport na abusuya sansem we ya drop e ho update bebre e de amamu aha gossip politics TV. So unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be e drop no onso onsa ebitumi akabi so romo usu ede nsem bi ababetu dwa na nsem ori ababetu dwa no o say money laundering is to say ohine frempon ne arrest ya arrest no abusuya obia enhye dan nim na ensema security expert for ne be to dwa ka say money laundering enu ntina ama FBI for intercepting and say omo arrest no na FBI for so pick evidence bia sitting parliamentary MPs ya place omo names under arrest list according to Solomon Owusu. Solomon Owusu say ohine frempon na ya arrest no enye ononko a. There are so many people ye de omo ato arrest list so a omo sitting parliamentary MPs intini sa ankofo ne so no FBI for ebaba be pick omo apa ebusuya Solomon Owusu a drop sa hint no e de amaye yensem mbremo me enko na yenkonkoti ensem bia ekọ so efa enki ohine frempon na any arrest no any matters arising. Unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be ebe drop no onso onsa ebetumi akabi aha gossip politics TV. So medamase.
But this is also a big issue because we know we have such a relationship with the US. We extradite our people to the US all the time, particularly the quote-unquote fraud boys. Yeah. We have been seeking Ken Ofori-Atta for some time now. We haven't gotten him. But there are those who have said that there could have been a close collaboration between the two countries on this particular one. What do you think of that?
I mean, from where I sit, if anybody tells you the security apparatus weren't aware of this matter, I'll be lying. They were fully aware because of what you call confidentiality. When you get certain information, you don't want to get it out. Remember about a month ago, there was even publications to the effect that there will be a by-election in this country. Yeah. Remember that issue? Why do you think it came out? It's been there. The only problem that the security authorities were facing was what was clearly spelled out by Ivan. Yeah. As a member of parliament, how do you deal with such situations? So it's not as though, I mean, of the 54 countries in Africa, the country that has the closest relationship with the United States is Ghana. Yeah. They even have a base here, if people don't know. So it's not as though the authorities did not know, but it was about how to go around it. It's not him alone. I keep telling you. There are other people that are also on the line, that they are finding ways and means to, as it were, get them arrested. But you raise a very critical issue, that how is it that they are able to come here and arrest our people for amounts that are far less than what our own people who are living in their country are alleged to have expended. We are talking about Ken Ofori-Atta here. Billions of dollars. These are twinkle little stars. Your money get nowhere near what we are discussing. So I believe that beyond helping the United States to perform their duties, because the duty of every government in this world is to protect your citizens. If the United States of America believes that its citizens have, in one way or other, been swindled, I am with them. Yeah. True and true. I don't see why, from what we are hearing, those that were picked earlier on to the United States on issues of romance should be made to walk freely. Yeah. That you go and scam an old lady, an old man, and take the pension money and you think I'll support you. The last time I raised this issue, someone was telling me that, they came here to steal, loot our gold, and so I said, you must be crazy. Did they put down on you? Yeah. As we speak, Anglo Goldfields, by next year, the lease will be due for what? Renewal.
They want 20 more years.
You want 20 more years when Ghanaians can do it. If you go and renew it and you say that, they came to take our gold, then you must be living in a fool's paradise. Don't give them the lease. Don't renew it. Give it to the Ghanaian. So that we take full control of our resources. But don't use that as an excuse that they came to loot from us, so you are also using other ways and means to go and scam people. And even when you succeed, the sort of things that they use the money for, it tells me that they are not serious. They have no business looking for money. If all that you yearn for is to get money and to go to nightclub and blow it overnight, then you have wasted everybody's time. So I believe that it's a good thing. But the Ghana government must up the game and also negotiate very well with the United States so that when our people, remember we have Ken of Oyata there and also
and
and there's Esednam Tamaklu. But now they should be here. We need the money to develop this country. Fast.
There's big news, really, that a member of parliament will travel. We are told even on that flight, there were other MPs who were traveling elsewhere, just busted like that. I mean, we have a trail of events. Some of them will show it to you. How did it come to you, and how big is it significantly, and how should we be dealing with it?
No, I see it as an opportunity. It's not a big deal, as a matter of fact, because you see, people are born to commit crimes of various types. And you cannot have angels, all the 276 MPs in there being angels. In any way, what are the mechanisms that we use in scrutinizing those that go to our parliament? If you look at the structure, how people get into parliament, just go and make noise in primaries. You know the political parties.
Have a lot of money.
Money, once you pay your way out, and then you are selected and the constituency favors you, you win, you go to parliament, that's it. And by virtue of that, you get diplomatic passports, out of the case.
Yeah.
So what is so difficult about it? That is what I'm saying, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to take a second look as to how people, as a matter of fact, get to parliament. It's not this gentleman alone. There are a lot of people loitering around. And anybody that tells you that Yoko wasn't aware of this matter will be lying to you. Yoko has been aware. It was just a matter of time. Just like Ivan was saying, the complicities in dealing with an MP. So you know of a situation, but you are helpless, you understand. And lo and behold, he went to Amsterdam and he was busted. There are musicians in this country that I can tell you, within a year or so, they may also be busted. You see, the Americans, and for that matter, Europeans, they have time in investigation. The last time they came to pick Kofi Boat or so,
yeah,
we said he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything. Kofi Boat went and never came. Abu Trika is warming up.
And in fact, just this week they confirmed the arrest of two twins, 22-year-old twin.
Yeah. You see, so, but if you have been going around in the evenings, in the nights, I don't know whether you are a nocturnal being. But none of these days, I deliberately do it. Scan through a lot of paths here and there. You would understand why some of them will likely end there. Because you see, I have been in business for a long time. The sort of lifestyles people are living, and they are buying unnecessary pressure for the young ones. Sometimes I don't envy them. That no business will lead to that conclusion. Cannot go and grind hard and then in the night you blow about $1 million Ghana. Why? Are you the son of Rockefeller? So we know it in our societies, but we eulogize them. And that's why I'm saying that it's not a big deal. But it's an opportunity to clean the system. Let the right ones get to parliament. Why am I
obviously assuming that this member of parliament is innocent, so proven guilty?
You see, forget about that innocent business. You think America will spend money, if you are to extradite him from the Amsterdam to the United States, it will cost them money to buy a ticket. They will buy a ticket and go and pick somebody from Amsterdam to the United States for the fun of it. These ones, we say to please family members, loved ones. But the reality is that in future there will be a by-election there. I have no doubt in my mind. You know, somewhere, latter part of last year or so, it came out that he had been arrested in the UK in connection with the same situation. Is that not the case?
At the time he denied it, but obviously he came back to the country. So.
He came back, he decided to go back, and this time around, it happened. It's normal. Let's use it to advise ourselves and let the young ones also know that it's not all that glitters. Let's go. Let's work out and then make sure that we do not get ourselves involved in some of these things.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I think it's quite unfortunate. When I heard it, I was not really happy because I believe that this someone who has been doing so well for his constituency. He had an MPP background, so when we opened the nominations, he didn't pick the nominations, but he did a lot of work before he even picked the nomination to contest as independent. He built a mosque for the Zongo over there. So when you go to the Zongo police station, he swept all the Zongo police stations. Even the NDC couldn't win the Zongo. So this is someone who is very popular within the constituency. Even last week, pictures emerged that he was even sharing wax print to women and so on. And again, I remember when his radio station was closed down, it's one of the reasons that propelled him to even win the elections. He was using it to campaign. So someone within the NPP said that, well, let's look at how he got the license and so on. And indeed, you know, if they are to go back and check, definitely you may fall foul. So the radio station was closed. You saw women going to the radio station demonstrating and so. So this is a very popular person within his constituency. And again, as MP, he's been doing so well. So when I heard it, I said, well, is it confirming the rumor we heard? You remember last year, after he was even elected as MP, when he traveled to the UK, and that was an official travel. It came that he has been arrested and so on. So he slept in the hotel, did a video, told Ghanaians that he has not been arrested. So now the arrest came and we're told he's holding diplomatic passport. We know very well that if he's on an official travel, there is a waiver on him. You couldn't have arrested him. But this one was really a private one. So, and that's the reason they were able to arrest him. I think it's difficult to predict the outcome, but as Solo said, US, if they are doing an investigation, it can take them 10 years to even finish. Before they catch up and arrest the person, it has taken them like 5-6 years for them to be able to know that if we arrest him, we'll be able to prosecute him and get conviction. And so that's what they do. Look at our own sister, Addo Forel. They trail her for a longer time, for like 6-7 years. Whilst they were trailing her, she was still doing those things. Then after they arrested her, they were able to send her and they were able to get conviction and they convicted her. So yes, I think we'll only pray for him. As a Ghanaian, I will be happy that he leave the country unscathed. But if he is really guilty, the law must take its course. But we believe that looking at the things, the testimonies that come from people and so on, I don't know. I don't have any cause to believe that he engaged in any fraudulent activity. So we pray that he's able to come unscathed. But my only question is that I know all parliamentarians use service passport. It's only those who are diplomats that use diplomatic passport. So when I heard Daffy Amopo saying that he uses a diplomatic passport, I was really taken aback because knowing very well, you have been in Parliament for a longer time and you know that all parliamentarians use service passport.
I think these days it's becoming a thing. A lot of them are getting diplomatic passports. Recently, there was a signpost that I saw in Parliament, the members of Parliament should register for a diplomatic passport. So I think a lot of them are getting it.
Okay. So that's the only challenge that I have, because when I saw diplomatic passport, I said, oh, he's traveling on diplomatic passport, when I know even the service passport, that's almost the same thing, because if you're a parliamentarian, you have unimpeded access to countries you want to go if you have the service passport. But we believe that we pray and hope that he comes back on scale.
Under the Vienna Convention, diplomats, envoys, and other people holding diplomatic passports who are on such official business usually will not be arrested for whatever crime. Dr. Tankrashid Kombuta, this is not a member of your party, but he caucuses with your party in Parliament. He has in the majority side, that is the NDC in Parliament. He caucuses with you. And so, in fact, since then, there have been a whole lot of political razzmatazz trying to link it to the NDC. We know for a fact he's not a member of the NDC. But for you, as a Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC, and given the close business he does with your caucus in Parliament, how do you react to the development as we have it now?
My brother, let me say good morning to you and your cherished viewers across the globe. Let me say good morning to Solo, Ivan, and then Brother Awal. And once again, let me apologize for not joining you in the studio. I had to dash out for official assignment. Sorry for not coming. Next time I'll be in the studio. Yes, it's early days yet for us to condemn the honorable member. If you look at the information trickling in, it's still sketchy. As a government and the party, we are closely monitoring the situation to see what is the real reason behind his detention. Well, the sketchy information we had is that there was a FBI notice for his arrest. And like Ivan was saying, due to diplomatic nuances and all that, and I'm happy you've mentioned the Vienna Convention. So that is why they don't want to say he has been arrested. They are using the term, diplomatic terms, detention, just to not to violate the Vienna Convention, because this is an honorable member of parliament. He represents the good people of Asante Achimnov. He's a young man. He's been doing fantastic. I remember about 2 weeks ago, he was in my office pleading to extend rural telephony to his constituency. That is the level of which he's been pushing to develop the constituency. In fact, you could see the passion in him. Where he was telling about his people need to get network for them, the rural community, they need network, they need to. I could see the passion in this young man. So it came to me as a shock when I heard this story. But I'm happy government is extending diplomatic courtesies to make sure that, look, every citizen, wherever you are, the government of Ghana will be behind you. Whatever being the case, we will extend all the courtesies that he needs to make sure that he goes through the process until he's prosecuted and conviction is arrived at. I don't think for now anybody can call him a criminal. Such a person cannot be described as such. It's just unfortunate this thing has happened. It does happen, and so let's keep our fingers crossed. And I believe that whatever being the case, the government will still stand by our citizens wherever you find yourself, and then until you go through the legal process.
Right.
Okay, abusua we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so Solomon Osu na yete ne nka se odisa ensem no etudwa o chese eyesa sitting parliamentary MPC ya place names on the arrest list no abusua very serious entino ohene frempon ne arrest and the matters arising no na yede ho nsem ebreme bere masesa mo je pene kokoti sa ensem we edemai